Hello creatives, welcome to the Moon series. If you're new to my channel, my name is Beth. I'm using the archetype cards and my cartomancy, cards of truth cards, the Lenormand cards, and ending with the starseed to ask the powers that be, what are we ready to receive following a new moon, or what are we ready to release following a full moon? You'll find links below to get your own free personal cardology chart. Then you'll be able to see what cards you have in the placements of your emotional tendencies, your moon, your destiny life path, the ecliptic, and where you're being invited to explore for answers, your Rahu or your North Node. And of course, what card your birth time places these planets in the chart as well. Lots to pull the string on. All right, so this new moon is in Pisces. And in the present transits, it's about practicing seeing beyond your personal wants and needs to get curious about the bigger picture. It's a spiritual truth that we're seeking for the collective. Be aware of what brings you true peace and how you share it. Asking your guides to facilitate receiving spiritual downloads is a very good idea. You might need some alone time and rest. Saturn is bringing a gravity to all of this altruistic good for the collective as a whole. A kind of spiritual boots to the ground to get peaceful things done. Mars is bumping energies with Uranus, which gives an urgency to express ourselves in a more direct way. And Jupiter is asking you to trust the process. So sorting all these planet partnering up will open you to a stronger version of you. You're going to feel yourself finding the words to voice a more diplomatic, well thought out communication style that reaches beyond you and addresses the collective as a whole. You'll feel more self-trust. It'll feel like an upgrade, like hitting the refresh button. It's going to be more of a channeling the energy that you need, more connected to the divine and your intuition. It can get quite heady, so be sure to ask for some help. I love that this new moon is a spiritual infusion that over the next 2 weeks leads to the next full moon in Libra with an eclipse. This begins the lunar eclipse season for the next 6 months. So while you're sorting all this through, think of the end game as Libra. That's the end goal. Reflections and relationships with yourself and others, your partnerships, and what gets reflected back to you for information about you being you. My motto for this new moon in Pisces is about sharing spiritual power through self-power. So who better to quote than Edgar Cayce, who said, "Less and less of self and more of the ideal." All right, let's get started and ask, okay, Aries moon. Let's ask, what is Aries moon ready to receive and practice receiving over the next 2 weeks? And how can Aries moon best utilize the energies of Pisces at this time? Grounded, spiritual, peaceful connections, altruistic thinking, heart-led communications, a very natural ease of shifting into a truer transformation of you to raise your vibrational aura. Aries moon, you're Mars-led, so you'll be using action with this new moon to think twice and speak once. All right, let's see what the cards have for you. Let's look at the archetype card first. Storyteller. Ooh, this is good. Ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. The shadow attribute, making up tales that harm others. Interesting. Doubling up here because a lot of stories have an arc, of course. And that arc is often about learning something about yourself. So how would you go about being able to tell these stories in a way that not only shines a light on what you're learning about yourself, but how you get there? You know, it reminds me of what they call the O. Henry tales, you know, where you're often got an issue that needs to be dealt with, and the only way to do it is to give of yourself. Not that you really want to, but you see it's the bigger picture, and that's the way it's going to have to come through. And in that, you unknowingly and unwittingly open this new understanding of who you are to be doing this giving, but also what that giving in turn makes available for you to receive. It's really pretty beautiful. And when you look at this, you see music, we see a book telling a story, one that is very much written from the heart. And Aries, you can do this because you've got that ambition to express and to share your life story. That's what Aries is. It is about you being you and how you got there. This is so perfect for you. All right, let's look at the Spirit and Nature cards of truth, cardomancy cards. When you're using them like this as to tell a fortune, if you will, channeling the divine, they are looked at as cardomancy cards. So you got the Ace of Hearts. Beautiful. This is so perfectly heart-led, just what you'd want. It is about home and family support. It's about you having that bigger aura that channels and spreads. I mean, the energy that is surrounding you with this is huge. It's got this peaceful change to it. Perfect storytelling material. It's also about feeling secure in yourself, which, you know, as an Aries moon, it might be a little more difficult for you to work that one through. You're going to feel very, very self-secure. You're going to be able to cleanly and intelligently and very diplomatically express what you're feeling at this time. It's like you're telling a very old, true story that you've kept close, but now you're ready to share it and you're finding the words to do just that. It comes from you, solely you, just you. Yet it's meant to be heard. It's just beautiful. All right. Yeah. Okay. That was it. Crossroads. Oh, okay. So that's perfect for a story. Crossroads, of course. You at the crossroads. What did you do? How did you do it? What made your decisions? What was the arc of your story? What is it that you want to share? How did you arrive at this? Is it a novel? Is it a short story? Is it just something that you are now going to be able to add to your repertoire of stories when you are at a party or something like that? Because this kind of change for an Aries moon is really more on that understanding where you're really grounded in your feelings about things, your intuitiveness coming forth, because Aries is that sign that can go either way. It's that higher attributes of Aries is knowing yourself so well and your truth. It's beyond like anything. On the other side of that, though, if you're struggling at all with placing your feelings where they need to be in order to feel that grounded emotionally, those tendencies to second guess yourself or sorts, how did you get out of that second guessing in order to land in this really most secure footing card in the deck? Emotionally grounded and ensconced in this beautiful, secure, peaceful change. That's your story. All right, Aries moon, let's see what you get for the starseed. Inner alchemy is achieved when you react to fear with love. That is a beautiful setup for a really good story. You could reach a lot of people with this. I love it. All right, well, best of luck to you. I hope this resonates and you come into that story with force. Yeah, very nice. Okay, Taurus moon. What is Taurus moon ready to receive and practice receiving over the next 2 weeks? And how can Taurus moon best utilize the energies of Pisces at this time? Grounded, spiritual, peaceful connections, altruistic thinking, heart-led communications, a very natural ease of shifting into a truer transformation of you to raise your vibrational aura. Let's see what you get for the archetype card. Damsel, light attributes, understanding the nature of healthy romance. It inspires you to rely on yourself. The shadow attributes, waiting for a knight or person to provide for you. Seduction by romantic illusions. Yeah, it's easy, isn't it, when you're young and looking for that romance that you want it so much. You're willing to really do more than you might if you were more mature and in a different place. You can overgive, you can over receive, and then feel like you have to repay. It's that transactional is what's coming through. So when you understand healthy romance, healthy love, healthy pursuit of a connection is more about meeting that halfway. The transactional thing is really coming through as the thing. So when you think about transactional love, it is reminding me, coming through as if narcissist and empath relationships. Sometimes we are so blinded by what we want and the other person, narcissist or not, maybe just as innocent in all of this, giving to receive. If any of that's taking place, it is in the wrong direction. You can't give to receive. You got to just give. So whether that's you or you're on the receiving end of this or it's mutual, that's where you want to be looking. What's transactional? And how do you meet those requests, that offer, and still hang on to your own? Say thank you, but keep doing what you do, giving freely, receiving freely. That's what this is about, because it inspires you to rely on yourself. Otherwise, you're giving your power away. All right, let's look at the spirit and nature. 7 of Hearts. It's pretty much saying the same thing. And Saturn energy is really coming through here. So the 7s are of Saturn. Saturn brings that gravity. And we are in this very heavy Saturn placement here with the transits for this spirituality that is so light and airy. It's almost like a fairy with combat boots, getting feet to the ground and waving that wand around, really enjoying this transition. That's why I put the butterfly wings on the 7s card. And this is about that emotional giving, this renewing, this peeling back, like out of the cocoon, a new you to come through as something cleaner, lighter, less transactional, whether you're on the receiving end of it or you're on the giving end of it. That's where you want to put your energies through this next couple of weeks. These are the Death card in the major arcana. 7s are spiritual gateway cards, so you couldn't have asked for a better card to open, to pull back that veil, to ask your spirit guides, your daimon, to help facilitate doing exactly this. They'll help you. They'll help you in the best way possible, in the lightest way possible, in the most revealing and undeniable truth. It's all there. It's ready and waiting for you. This is where you're being asked to go. All right, let's see what you get for this. Oh, fish. Oh, there's so, this is like an abundance card. So many fish in the sea. You've got every opportunity, every possibility of something fabulous coming through for you. You couldn't ask for something better. The one thing that you're going to want to look out for, 7s can be feeling a little sorry for themselves. It's part of the stick. It just is. You have life happen to you a lot of times as a 7, which puts you in a mode of what the hell just happened? Why me? So it's that kind of initiation that this could come through as. So don't look at it through the eyes of being victimized. Look at it as that wake-up call, that call to arms. Peaceful means peaceful arms. You want to go with a word, right? To be able to express yourself. So you're going to have a lot of them. It's going to come flooding through with a abundance of ideas and possibilities. So don't get stuck in that woe is me. It's opening up something very big, something very beautiful. and something very real for you to harness and step into this new butterfly of you. Let's see what you get for the starseed cards. Oh, you got the starseed card. Raise the vibration of the planet through your radiant, loving light. Rely on yourself for that radiant, loving light. You, knowing you so well. Beautiful. All right. Well, I hope this resonates. I love this reading. Perfect. All right. Best of luck. Okay, Gemini Moon. What is Gemini Moon ready to receive and practice receiving over the next 2 weeks? And how can Gemini Moon best utilize the energies of Pisces at this time? Grounded, spiritual, peaceful connections, altruistic thinking, heart-led communications, a very natural ease of shifting into a truer transformation of you to raise your vibrational aura. Gemini Moon, you are Mercury led. So with this new moon, you'll want to write important downloads on paper. Get creative with words, haikus and such. All right, let's see what you get for the archetype card. Artist. Ooh, I love the artist card. The light attributes are expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the 5 senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. Talk about creative. Shadow attributes, using talent as an excuse to mistreat others. Posing as the starving artist to elicit pity. Very interesting here, because to inspire others to see life symbolically, that is just such a huge ask. You know, I'm in the gallery business and an artist in my own right, and knowing what it takes, how deep you have to self dive in order to express with courage. It takes courage to do this, and you're putting yourself on the paper to be judged, you know? So you got to ground in it, you got to be honest in it. And usually, from what I have seen, it always comes about, always happens through some sort of action that was unplanned. It just hits you, whether it be joyful or hurtful or whatever it does, it matures you in an instant. And you just end up not giving a you know what. You don't care what other people think. It's you. You like it. The interesting part about all of that, and it's funny because when you get that don't give a shit attitude, when you finally make your peace with who you are, where you've come from, what you've done in this life, when you can make your peace with that, really start to feel it in your bones, just making marks on paper, just writing down some words, just meditating on what that feels like to get honest with you at the core. Gemini Moon. Creativity is your forthright. I mean, my goodness, right? It is all about Mercury and having that conversation with you, the masculine, the feminine. All right, be very interested to know what house you have this going on in. All right, let's look at the spirit in nature. The Ace of Diamonds. Oh, that's beautiful. This is the ultimate opportunity. This is you. This is a new start. It's a new start in finding a new value about you, in so much as how you make your finances, your skills, your talents. It's total upgrade. It is this high energy of you being on the road to success, you benefiting from everything that's going on around you is potential fodder for you to gain energy around whatever this is for you. It's coming through as you just letting go of trying. It's just going to happen. It's going to unfold. You're going to dream it. You're going to stumble upon it. You're going to open a book and read it. You're going to see something, a movie, a photograph. You're going to be in a situation that's going to open you to that honesty. Even if you're already there, even if you're already doing it, it's coming in deeper. Given the transits of these planets, getting the message to pay attention to Jupiter as well. So wherever that is in your chart, think about Jupiter. It is what is lucky for you. It's going to have a part in all of this playing out. Nice. All right. Oh, you got the letter for the Lenormand card. So this makes it really very specific that it's going to come through as some kind of information. It's either going to be in a written form, or it's almost like you are going to, the way it's coming through, the message is that as you're watching, as you're listening, as you are open, listening, not thinking, that takes you out of the channeling stream. You want to be really paying attention, not overthinking, not in your head. You want to be more open and receiving. Okay, receiving. Because this message for you is coming. Don't miss it. I don't think you're going to. It's going to be undeniable. It'll be tailored for you, whether that is tweaking something in a little way that ends up being like the tip of an iceberg. That's the feeling that I'm getting here. It seems small, but when you get it, you're going to want to run with it, because it is really going to just open like this beautiful flower for you. All right. Nice. Oof. Beautiful. Creation. Being creative is a wonderful way of witnessing the unfolding of your limitless creative soul. Oh my goodness. That is huge. I hope you let me know what this is for you and how this unfolds. It is truly beautiful. All right. Well, thank you so much. Hope it all works out for you. Best of luck. Okay, Cancer Moon. What is Cancer Moon ready to receive and practice receiving over the next 2 weeks? And how can Cancer Moon best utilize the energies of Pisces at this time? Grounded, spiritual, peaceful connections, altruistic thinking, heart-led with communications, and a very natural ease of shifting into a truer transformation of you to raise your vibrational aura. All right, Cancer Moon, you are moon-led. So you're going to want to ground as much as possible. On days like these, you might actually want to wear heavy boots or go as barefoot as much as possible. Whatever it is that you take a few moments every day just to say to yourself, I'm grounding, I'm aware, I'm here, I'm present. It's going to be a little harder for you being moon-led with all of this Pisces, spiritual, intuitive downloading coming through. It's something that you do a lot of anyway, feeling your way through life, and it is going to be coming through really strong for you. So check what house all of that's happening in for you, and understand that that might be, probably will be, a bigger part of what the message is for you, where to sort of prepare for it to happen. All right. Thief. Light attribute. Sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. Shadow attributes: stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or other powers that you think you lack. All right. So it's looking outside yourself for something that you think you need, that you don't have, or maybe that you don't think you have enough of. Puts you in a spot, doesn't it, when you think you're lacking something that would really fulfill a spot within. Okay, so I'm getting that your guides want you to think about this as what you want to be working on next, how to acquire for yourself your own potential, how to realize a value of what you are and of what you feel like you are not. There's gold in that. It helps define you. That is a very interesting message, because you don't need to look for it as something that you could usurp, right, from somebody else. You don't want to take energy from people. You just want to build your own energy to encompass what you feel you need more of. And only you can do that. You don't want to take on someone else's identity. You want to acknowledge it. You want to appreciate it. But it doesn't mean that that's you, because that would be a false you. You want to be you. All right, let's see what you get for, of course, it's the Ace of Spades. This is a realization of a deeper truth about you. So beautiful. It's an important discovery, a newfound secureness. There's a certain enthusiasm that comes with this card, because you are truly being present and open and tuned in. It's perfect for you receiving a new understanding of you by realizing the exact truth that's in this card. You finding that new value of you. Beautiful. I don't know if there's anything more I need to say here. I mean, it's just like, this is the alchemy card. This is mind, body, and soul all being in unison with each other, all working together, all channeling, all preparing, laying down the foundation for you to step into this perfectly beautiful new version of you, knowing your own value. Stuff's big stuff that is never going to be able to be taken from you. That's lovely. The scythe, something's got to go. You're going to be deciding, you're going to be making these big decisions about who you are and who you're not. Like that. Beautiful. So ground, 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 because it's coming. Whatever you need to do, get enough sleep, eat a good diet, don't overindulge. There's that possibility with the transits. This Jupiter Pisces energy can really put you in such a hyper mood that you overdo. So stay grounded, stay aware, and yeah, you're going to come through this just fine. All right, let's see what you get for the starseed. Advancement. A strong energy is propelling you forward. Follow the stirrings of your heart. It is heart. Heart, mind, body, soul. You are beautifully set up here to realize something really lovely about yourself. So nice. All right, Cancer Moon, there you have it. Best of luck. Okay, Leo Moon. What is Leo Moon ready to receive and practice receiving over the next 2 weeks? And how can Leo Moon best utilize the energies of Pisces at this time? Grounded, spiritual, peaceful connections, altruistic thinking, heart-led communications, a very natural ease of shifting into a truer transformation of you to raise your vibrational aura. All right, Leo Moon, you're sun-led. So with this new moon, you'll want to consider your words as if giving an inspiring speech that could go viral. So choose your words carefully. You have a very big aura these days, especially with this Jupiter energy as well. Pisces, we're in that sign. It is all really pretty big and pretty spiritual happenings for you. All right, let's see what you get for the archetype card. Mystic. Light attributes. Revels in intimate union with the divine. Shadow attributes. Delusional rapport with the divine. Yeah, you're going to want to really be heart-led. Really listen very closely. Because with that Leo vibe, Leos are figuring it out. You know, they want to know their strengths and their weaknesses. They are the sign that really gathers a lot of energy as they bump into it to reflect back who they are. They make decisions about themselves according to how things are being received and given. It sheds light on who they are at the core. They're very, very aware of figuring out their strengths and weaknesses. That's their game. So for you with this moon, it's about the same thing, emotionally seeking for you. Your strengths and your weaknesses around your emotions. So don't be delusional in what's coming through. Really pay attention as to whether it's ego talking or soul talking. If it's ego, it's going to feel like you are being massaged, sweet talked. told, oh, you are just everything, instead of soul talking, saying, okay, that feels real. How might I take that realness and attribute that to my attributes? How can I turn that into something that is an inner feeling rather than something that I receive from an outer source? So that's where you want to be putting your energy with this mystic card, because only truth is going to happen. So as long as you can really be clear about what messages are coming through for you, clearly hearing, right? You got to listen. You've got to make that room for listening. Very, very important. All right, let's see what you get for spirit. Oh, the spirit and nature card, 7 of spades. Okay, so this is about cleaning up your act. It is about realizing that it's time for a redo, for an upgrade, for a transformation. It's perfect for what we're doing right now. Gateway card, spiritual gateway card. It is thinning the veil. It's moving that veil aside. It's allowing spirit to come through for you in no uncertain terms. This is remedies and cures. It is the tower moment in the spade suit. So you can embrace this and go with it. It can come through as a bolt of clarity, like sudden clarity, or it can come through as more of a push comes to shove. Your spirit guides doing the shoving. And it can make you feel like a victim, but you want to take that feeling of what the fuck just happened to out of that victim mode and realize that this is the turning point. This is the tipping point. This is the straw that broke the camel's back of you moving from that what to, how am I going to become a warrior with this? A warrior for peace, a warrior for clarity, a warrior for myself. That's the big news. Okay? All right. So there is a slight chance here. It's tied in with the being a mystic, because this can come through as overwhelming. It's part of the card meaning that you are overcome by spirit. So you're going to want your rest. You're going to want to drink a lot of water. You're going to want to prepare for whatever this bolt of clarity is about you and how you do you and how you're going to clean it up. This could be mentally, this could be physically, but you are definitely stepping into a new version of you. Beautiful transformation here if you allow it to happen. All right, let's see what you get for, see the Tower card. This is you, your stature, who you are at your core. You stepping into a newfound confidence. That is so lovely. You understanding, it says right here, strength. Leo. Just like, I love it. I love it, love it, love it. A lone tower stands confident and secure. Ground your strength is all that is pure, in all that is pure. When troubles surround, weakness may come, problems that abound you must overcome. What a big transformation for you, and what a perfect time for you to do this, to just dive into you being this natural healer, starting with yourself, channeling the divine, intimate union with the divine. You are so present with this. You're going to finally, if you had been not sure or feeling like you needed a little something more, or you weren't quite ready, you weren't quite feeling the confidence that maybe I don't have, everything, all my ducks in a row, you do. And if you don't, it's coming. It's here. You're ready. I love this. All right, let's see what you get for the starseed. Light. It is time to reveal your radiant light to the world. Wow. Leo moon, such a big, big thing for you. As big as the sun. And let's not forget, the moon is a reflection of the sun. I love this. So beautiful for you. All right, best of luck. And thank you. Okay, Virgo moon. What is Virgo moon ready to receive and practice receiving over the next 2 weeks? And how can Virgo moon best utilize the energies of Pisces at this time? That grounded, spiritual, peaceful connections, altruistic thinking, heart-led communications, a very natural ease of shifting into a truer transformation of you to raise your vibrational aura. Virgo moon, you're Mercury led. So this new moon, you'll want to do what you do best. Make those pros and cons list and go with your gut feeling after you meditate. So a lot of meditation for you to really sort it all through. It's going to be a little bit of time and effort, but emotionally, you want to be ranking things from 1 to 10 and going with where you are being asked, because this is such a fertile time to be emotionally in tune with your guides. But for you, for some reason, with this Mercury, it is going to need to be sort through more with a little extra effort. So let's see. Healer for the archetype card. The light attributes. Passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit. Ability to help transform pain into healing. The shadow attributes. Taking advantage of those who need help, failing to care for oneself. So this really is a card that speaks to taking care of yourself in order to take care of other people. Now, it's quite possible, it's coming through, that you've been through something pretty deep and pretty emotionally taxing, and you may still be in it, kind of dealing with the fallout, an inner fallout, not so much like, okay, so it's coming through that you've lost something, a relationship in one way or another. And this can be you realizing that you haven't been putting your true self forward. It can be that kind of a thing. It doesn't necessarily mean it's another person. But it could be, and it could be your relationship with a place or a time or a feeling. Something that you are either ready to separate yourself from, to figure out the next new version of you. And the only way that you can do that honestly, right? Because that's the part you need to repair. Whatever sadness, whatever hurt, whatever has left you feeling like you are wounded in some way, that's where you are being asked to get honest, get real, and get ready, because you are taking on that challenge, if you will. So it's coming through to reinvent you. It's kind of fun, really, because you're going to be getting this, not only a lovely transformation of you, it's going to be clearing, it's going to be cleaning, it's going to just really feel like you've opened the doors and the windows and let the breeze just clear out any cobwebs that have been kind of sticky and clogging things up for you emotionally. Like you've had enough. The time has come. You're ready. You're ready to step out of that and get happy. Okay, perfect. The Five of Hearts. All right, well, this is Jupiter energy. So you're going to want to look at what Jupiter's doing in your transits. What house is it in? That will give you some direction as to where to put your creative energies to start that exploration. You definitely want to be looking at Rahu too, where you are being invited to explore, almost being drawn to it, like really catching your eye, really piquing your interest. Pros and cons list. This is where you need to be, because the five sort it through. They see the potential in many things. Just in a certain time period, there are going to be a lot of things, a lot of ideas, a lot of invitation to try on different personas, different ways of feeling, different. Who do you want to be? Who do you want to grow into? Because you are going to just, your guides are bringing buckets load and you're going to have to sort it through. Yes, this is work, but it's joyful work. It's going to be fun. It's like picking out a pattern. What's your favorite color these days? How do you want to see that? How do you want to dress in it? How do you want to bring that to your aura? Because it's you surrounding yourself with the perfect cloak, a new cloak, one that you are weaving for yourself. So it can be many things. But what are you gonna put forth? What do you want close to you? What do you want people to bump into first? Protection. For you, being that healer, acquiring that ability to have that cloak as a cocoon for you, an insulator from the outside world, where you can absorb little bits or more when you're ready and when you're feeling it, to grow like fertilizer. Who you are protecting, like your soul is a baby, a newborn baby, just this bright, beautiful light within you. the seed of you. It's coming through to check your K2, that you're going to want to see what your South Node is telling you of where and what you're going to be releasing a few things, or at least one big thing. There's something there that it's perfect timing during this transit environment to come to finish this one piece from a past life. You're no longer that anymore. It's even though it's like that transition for you now, moving into this new version of you, you are letting go of an old ideal about yourself. It's ready. It's not who you are, not anymore. It never really was. It was something that you had to wear in order to get to the breaking point, that cracking an egg like a little chicken in there pecking its way through. You're breaking the mold. It's really, 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 really cool, because you're going to get creative with it. And that creativity is just going to blossom who you are. I love it. All right, let's see what you get for the Lenormand. Oh my goodness, the snake. Okay, so there are going to be times during this process over the next couple of weeks. You're going to see it. You're going to know it. You're going to be pros and cons listing it. You're going to be really investigating deeply into this new version of you. There's a part that's really unhappy about this. The thing about the parts, they're there to protect you. They're worried about you. They don't want you to do anything foolish that might get yourself hurt, that might set you up for grief down the road. So what you're going to want to do as you are going through this process and as you are doing your pros and cons list, there is going to be a voice inside that says, undermining negative things. You're not ready. No, not that. That doesn't fit you. No, not that. No. Every time you hear that voice, it's because you're getting close. So what you want to do is say, not to worry. I got this. I'm not going to do anything foolish. I'm going to think things through very clearly, very lasting, very much taking care of you and everybody else. I have a family within me. I'm at the head of the table. I'm the caregiver here for all of you. You're all taking care of me, and I'm not going to do anything until I get the green light. And we're all going to know it, and we're all going to feel secure, and we're going to be fine. I promise you. I won't do anything stupid. So, no need to bite. I'm good. You're good. I want to hear you. I want to listen. I want to hear what you have to say, because we are moving into a newness that is going to feel really good, really clean. It's a snake. You are born to shed and to emerge into something new. That's the process that we are doing. I'm with you. You're with me. We're going to get this thing done. Okay. Wow. It's really pretty big. Let's see what you get for the starseed. Freedom. Ah, oh, freedom. That skin has gotten so tight. And you just realize, look at this. Looks like a snake. Her braid, like a snake. Oh, you are shedding. And look, I didn't even realize it, but a cloak of color, of beautiful. And the healer bringing that color to the cloak. This is you doing it for yourself. You figuring it out for yourself through source. You'll be all right. Follow your heart and nurture your soul with love and freedom to grow. It can be scary, I know. It can be. But the rewards that you are going to reap, the inner alchemy that you are doing for yourself is beyond the pale. Absolutely lovely. All right, well, best of luck to you, and thank you. Okay, Libra Moon. What is Libra Moon ready to receive and practice receiving over the next 2 weeks? And how can Libra Moon best utilize the energies of Pisces at this time? Grounded, spiritual, peaceful connections, altruistic thinking, heart-led communications, a very natural ease of shifting into a truer transformation of you to raise your vibrational aura. Libra, this is interesting. So you're Venus led, and you've got a very interesting point of view with this one. You'll want to practice speaking into the mirror or record your thoughts and play them back to yourself so that you can tweak your messages after listening to your cadence and how you put words together. All right, so let's turn over card number 1. The archetype card is the Samaritan. All right, so the light attributes refines your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. We all have those. And just because it just popped in, where Libra is of this balance and of this inner balance, this could definitely be the reason why your mission, if you will, for this new moon came through as having that duality within. There's parts of you that really appreciate the gifts that you have. And then there's the other part, or an other part that would prefer to have an easier go of things. So that's why, anyways, the shadow attributes here, exacting appreciation and recognition for the help you offer. So that's the other side of it. How much of this do you do for recognition? Is it the feedback? Because we know Libra loves the feedback. That is the very first in the zodiacs to be the extrovert, that one that bounces off the energy, to have that reflected back to give them an idea of, a meter, if you will, as to the energies that they're bumping up into with their aura and how well received or understood or appreciated that they are. So with this kind of emotional attachment of how you perceive emotionally with a Libra moon, you're weighing that balance all the time, and rightly so, because that is exactly how it comes through for you. So yes, that is correct. You should be doing that, absolutely. But as we know, Libra can be a decision making to a fault. You could go around the bush a million times and not reach a decision. So this is about really having that self validation come through for you. It's to listen to you as if you were listening to another person and decide those things for yourself before you even get out there and bounce off other people. Because once you really understand your groundedness into your deciding which way and how much and all the good things around making decisions, once you've committed to that and you've got your reasoning all for it, you know exactly how to argue the point or debate the point, then your confidence level is where it needs to be. Does that mean that you can't change your mind? No, you can change your mind, of course. But that gives you the absolute best beginning point. Okay? All right, that just came through for you, so I like it. Okay, let's see. For the Spirit and Nature card, you've got the Three of Clubs. This one's the Big Think card, and it's the key card for the club suit. It's that 3-leaf clover, 3 parts of it. So, intellectual pursuits. It is also Mars-led, and it's associated with the Strength card in the Major Arcana. This is all about you getting to know yourself, your weaknesses, your strengths, where you are lacking, where you are exceeding very well, what needs to be worked on, what doesn't, what's good to go, and kind of filling it out, if you will. Think of it, all right, so it just popped in like a paint by numbers, and you're not sure what the palette's going to be. You know a tree is green leaves and brown bark. That's a given. But what about the flowers in the painting? What color are they going to be? There are certain unknowns that you are being asked to get curious about. Okay, that's fabulous, because this is how you are going to be able to take like a huge step forward. The threes are all about exploring, and with this one, it's about being an independent thinker, but it's also about taking a calculated risk. This is something that you are probably really good at, because you do that. How much positive is it? How much negative is it? Where does it need to be infused with whatever kind of energy that you need to really invest in something? So you're very good at this already. And this is just to prepare you for this next big thing. They're really promising something big. I don't know. But you just need to get a look at you, how your body language, your voice, how empathetic or how strong you come through, and start perfecting your persona. For some reason, that's going to become very important for you. Okay, that's the message. Let's see what we get here. Yeah, great. This is the Sun card with the Lenormand. It is just being told that You've got it in your pocket. You know that song, Sunshine in My Pocket? Yeah, this is you. You are warm and bright, and you've got good luck on your side. It's like you are walking in with a knowing who you are, so strong, so aware, and confident is coming through. This is where you're going to be just polishing up the bits. That's beautiful. I love it. This is like perfect. All right, let's see what you get for the Starseed card. Surrender. Surrender your need to control the outcome. Just be with life in this present moment. Yeah, you're definitely going to be coming across as this easy, breezy, self-assured, confident individual. And part of getting there for you during this time is to take these two parts of you, that pros and cons, and how you make a decision, how you speak to yourself, record it, talk into a camera, into a mirror, and watch yourself and see where you might tweak your stature, your speech, your words that you use, and how you can bring that to a more collected you. Oh, it's beautiful. All right, Libra Moon, there you have it. Best of luck. Thank you. Okay, Scorpio Moon. What is Scorpio Moon ready to receive and practice receiving over the next 2 weeks? And how can Scorpio Moon best utilize the energies of Pisces at this time? Grounded, spiritual, peaceful connections, altruistic thinking, heart-led communications, a very natural ease of shifting into a truer transformation of you to raise your vibrational aura. All right, Scorpio, I consider you traditionally Mars-led, but even if you use Pluto, this new moon, you'll want to consider how you can spice up your communications. Maybe find a new word a day and try to use it, kind of thing. All right, let's turn over card number 1. The archetype card, you got Rebel. Ooh, this is spicy. I love it. Okay, so light attributes. Challenge authority to effect social change. Oh, this is perfect. Rejects spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. Absolutely. Shadow attributes. Rejects legitimate authority out of anger, rebels out of peer pressure or fashion. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's not like you need to blow yourself up, right? You don't need to puff anything out and become something that you're not feeling yet. I get the sense that is definitely not you. You're more grounded. Your depth of this Scorpio moon is really weighty. You know, it is, as I said, I really see it as Mars, but even if it is Pluto, it is all about the gravity and the weight, if you will, of that water element for you. It is not light and airy-fairy skipping down the golden path. This Scorpio moon is something that is just so innately deep, like water, just so deep and feeling and just so connected to that intuitive flow. So true. So yeah, so spicing up your communication styles. I mean, you could do that in any which way, but to think about how you might express yourself in a way that is waiting for something to come through. Well, something more, because this is all coming through. And they're saying, think of cowboys. Think of the Wild West and how all of the old movies, or any kind of movie, you've got these characters where they're full of confidence. They know what they're going for. They know what they're gonna do. They're set to do it. They are like samurais in that they are so committed and confident about their path that this is where you're being invited to kind of take it. As far as spicing it up, they're telling me that it's more of like putting a little sugar on it. Like, you don't want to come across as this cowboy, right? I mean, you could if you are, and it's honest, by all means, but it's kind of like, well, I'm thinking of John Wayne, and what's coming through is that movie True Grit, and the girl in it, and how she's just so committed and strong and driven for her mission. It's that kind of thing, just with this confidence. Okay? All right. Let's see what you get for the spirit and nature. Okay. All right. I do love these readings because this is the True Grit card. This is the Three of Spades, and I call it the True Grit card because it is like a cowboy. It is just being so like a Marine, this hoorah tattoo, and understanding that life is so fleeting. And the spade suit is all about taking care of you mentally and physically, and knowing that sometimes you've got to you got to hustle, you got to move fast, you've got to be taking things out of left field and writing them and catching whatever, and taking care of things. Not always an easy thing to do because it's you and it's everything around you. Rebel, cowboys, fast moving, taking care of you mentally, physically. What kind of language do you feel that you need for that? How do you put the leather on and climb on a motorcycle, and take off? I don't know why that came through like that. Maybe you already do have a motorcycle. Maybe you are wearing leather. I don't know. Even if you're a vegan, you could, wear synthetic leather, whatever. I know, but it's all about the alchemy of how you want to change up your narrative about yourself. Basically, that's it. Okay, let's see what we get for, oh gosh, okay, so it's the birds. This is chatter. This is conversations. This is either conversations with your peeps about where you want to be taking this new look, this new style, this new way of verbalizing, your newfound confidence and direction, because that is pretty much what it is. It's like you've tripped over some information about who you thought you were, and you see now that you've moved on from that. It's like when you grow and you mature, it's not like you're going to wear your your childhood clothes forever. You change them. Teenage years, you change them again in the 20s. I mean, it changes, and you outgrow styles, and that's what this feels like. So you're either going to be having these conversations with like-minded people, or these people are going to be chatting about you. Either way, it doesn't really matter because they're peeps. You will find your base, your group that will support. Yeah. They're saying it's all good, that to move into this at your own pace and to just feel it out. Something spicy. I like it. All right, let's see what you get for the Starseed card. No limitations. Oh my goodness. Wow. Where are you taking this? I hope you let me know. I love it. You are a celestial being with unlimited potential. There is much for you to share. Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? I mean, just the way I get this vision of you decked out. You got a new language, maybe you are literally learning a new language, and that is what, can you imagine being so spicy with French or Spanish or, oh my goodness, yes, the languages of love. Very nice. Yeah, I mean, part of the culture, right? To change it up any which way. All right. That sounds like fun. Okay. I hope it works out for you. Best of luck. Okay, Sagittarius Moon. What is Sagittarius Moon ready to receive and practice receiving over the next 2 weeks? And how can Sagittarius Moon best utilize the energies of Pisces at this time? Grounded, spiritual, peaceful connections, altruistic thinking, heart-led communications, a very natural ease of shifting into a truer transformation of you to raise your vibrational aura. Okay, Sagittarius Moon, you are Jupiter led. So this new moon, you'll want to do what you need to do to keep your boots on the ground while you receive some really pretty fantastic information from Source. And it's going to be about peace and harmony and how you go about doing that for yourself. Okay, archetype card, Prostitute. The light attributes accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. The shadow attributes places material considerations and security above self-empowerment. So this is going to be about you and how you value what kind of peace and harmony you have about you at this time, how you hang on to it, how you move into it, possibly at the challenge of someone wanting something quite different. So you're going to have to figure out how to negotiate your position, doing that in the best way possible, feeling very empathetic and confident in how you bring that to the table, how kind and curious you can be around the other person's position. Or it could be a society thing. It could be a workplace thing. It could be any kind of group that you are now finding yourself in, and how you negotiate all of those different personalities and hold your own with kindness. curiosity, and something of patience. It just came through. You must be being sorely tried these days and probably finding it quite interesting in how you keep the status quo, just without blowing your top. Oh, I shouldn't laugh, but we all go through these things, and I completely understand how hard it is sometimes when you're butting heads, if you will, with people that are not on the same page and are particularly interested in some goal that they want to attain, completely in the shadow attributes of material considerations, empowerment, right? Or what they think it's going to be. Oh, it's always such a challenge when you've got to learn how to say no and voice what you need to voice. So that is what you are being asked to do. So you are going to get some kind of download about how to do this with a greater sense of your own peace and harmony. Sometimes it's better to just walk away. So whatever it is for you, with what you're facing these days, it's going to be different for everybody. But that's what this is here to tell you. All right, let's see what you get for the spirit in nature. Jack of Diamonds. So they call it the salesman card because the jacks are all about spotting that potential, having that opportunity for potential to gain a value. But what's that value going to be about? You, self-value, how you carry yourself, how you conduct yourself, how honest you are, how you share that honesty, how empathetic or caring, kindness kind of thing? Or is it more in the being very curt and short, not so well received? However, jacks encompass the aces, twos, and threes. And jacks are always in that position in life where you're going to find yourself getting ready to step into a deeper, more challenging role to play. You're going to be auditioning, if you will, for a better, bigger, more pronounced role for you to be playing, like for real, in this lifetime. So you got to figure out how you are going to conduct yourself through this role. How do you want to play it? Who do you want to be? And how are you going to get there? Because you're going to have the opportunity. You're going to get the opportunity to move on this and then present it. You get to see it through. If you decide to take the challenge, if you want it in this capacity, it's completely up to you, but you will be able to move through it and end up at that 3 of diamonds, which is a test of values. It's got to let go of something in order to let something else come through. So you're going to be tweaking, you're going to be grooming. Grooming is the word that's coming through, to take on a persona of quiet confidence. Okay, there you go. And you'll be all set. You're going up. All right, let's see what you get for the Lenormand. Mice. Yeah, you're going to have some opposition here. The mice are here to take you down a peg. Somebody doesn't want this to happen. Somebody you may be competing with is going to be of a more undermined sense. So you want to come at this very clean, very straightforward. You want to have your ducks in a row. You want to know a value about who you are. And it's coming through that you will have an opportunity to place a value on this opposition. So you want to really emphasize if it is an interview that you're going for. I mean, isn't everything an interview when you're with a group of people? I'm sorry, but sometimes you just have to. Say you're being introduced to new potential clients or potential better employment or potential perfect group of friends that you're really feeling a connection with and you want this to go well. So for you to bring that peaceful harmony, calm, collected, cool, cool vibe to bring with you, but not so much so that it feels loftier than thou. This is self-deprecating, this is fun, this is easy. It is you being comfortable within it because you know it's right for you. It is the value that you want, the real value, that value that is not negotiating the power of your spirit. It's you being 100% you to the best of your abilities. That's the opportunity that's coming along. And then once you have it, the mice will be gone. And you will have the prize. You just got to be aware of them and what that competition means for you so that you know how to approach it. Art of War. That's what we've got going here. All right, here we go. The Starseed card, Ascension. Yep, see, it's all about your spirit. Your soul is evolving to higher states of consciousness. You are ready for this. It's just going to be matter of fact. You already know. All right, perfect. All right, you get ready because this looks good. Thank you. Best of luck. Okay, Capricorn Moon. What is Capricorn Moon ready to receive and practice receiving over the next 2 weeks? And how can Capricorn Moon best utilize the energies of Pisces at this time? Grounded, spiritual, peaceful connections, altruistic thinking, heart-led communication, a very natural ease of shifting into a truer transformation of you to raise your vibrational aura. Okay, so Capricorn Moon, you are Saturn led. So this new moon with Saturn right there, grounding everything, you're going to want to put yourself in a position of nurturing hospitality. Do what you can to make others feel comfortable and heard. You're going to want to ask a lot of questions. Let's find out why. Goddess, light attributes, the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, sensuality. The shadow attributes, exploitation of the female nature and form. Yeah, see, this is really about getting down to that, what would I call it? Kind of like the all-around grandma card. You're going to know when to do it, how to do it, in what measure, with who, and the right amount at the right time. It is really being incredibly selfless, but at the same time, you are expressing the realness of your heart-led behavior, to express it through the wisdom, the nature, the life force, sensuality. It's just that brings this really loving, soft, generous nature in the right measure, at the right time, with the right person, in the right way. Definitely coming through as being heart-led, and to really allow a new softness to emerge around this. Asking questions is a very, very good way to begin. You can't just assume that you know what needs to have happen. You might think you do, but you got to ask the who, what, where, when, how. Ask. You'll learn a lot about the people around you. It's kind of fun, isn't it? Everybody's always shifting, always changing, always becoming more of who they are at that core. And you're the one that is going to support that growth, that change, that moving into a beautiful, self-knowledged whoever it is. You're helping them do that, recognizing that they're good, they're supported, you support them. And in that, you are able to give yourself the same thing. Love it. You know, when you do things like that, it just came through as that you then strengthen that meter, the meter that tells you if you're being taken care of by other people in that same way. How much are you, who asks you questions? Yeah, interesting. Okay, so yeah. All right. The Five of Diamonds with the Spirit and Nature deck. Fives figure it out. Value here, skills, talents, really perfecting what you do, making life beautiful. This is like that feng shui of a room, of a home, of you being you, that feng shui of balance and having the wherewithal and the groundedness that a Capricorn moon, you are so grounded that this is the perfect place to step off from, like all these little stepping stones, one at a time. Ask your questions, move into something that is how you would tailor make it for someone, including yourself. I mean, this is about you as well. You having that conversation within. What do you need? What would you like? How do you want to be supported through this? Okay. Let's see what you get for this. Child. The Lenormand card is the child card. Yeah, they're really asking that the nature nurture is really what's going on here, and how you support the people around you and how the people around you support you. Is it warm? Is it comfortable? Is there wisdom in it? Is there commitment and availability? Okay, so looks like you will be offering that hospitality, if you will, and really in that nurturing position for yourself as well as others. Okay, so it's coming through that when you take care of you, people automatically have more of a respect for you, in that they know you're not going to allow any undermining. When you're not undermining yourself, you don't leave much room for anybody else to do that either. So when you're asking those questions, what do you want? The big part of that is to listen to the answers. What do those answers tell you? Who are they thinking of? How much are they considering your position? This is really about finding that balance and possibly starting from square one. It may be that you've got this tribe, if you will, these peers that are going to have to go back to square one. Okay. So let's read this. When a sweet child smiles your way, innocent brings joy to fill the day. Friends are many, enemies are few. Embrace a fresh start in all you do. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You are due for an upgrade, clearing out, sprucing up, stepping into a new unknown, or ready for that at least. Very, very nice. I like it. All right, let's see what we get for the Starseed card. Patience. Be patient and allow destiny to unfold at its own pace. Baby steps. Any kind of steps. You can take the Mother May I, take one giant step. Yeah, something like that. All right, nature nurture, hospitality for you and everyone else. I love it. All right, thank you and best of luck. Okay, Aquarius Moon. What is Aquarius Moon ready to receive and practice receiving over the next 2 weeks? And how can Aquarius Moon best utilize the energies of Pisces at this time? Grounded, spiritual, peaceful connections, altruistic thinking, heart-led communications, a very natural ease of shifting into a truer transformation of you to raise your vibrational aura. All right, Aquarius Moon, you are Uranus-led. So this new moon, you'll find yourself influenced with the Mars transit. So think before you voice an opinion. Form a complete sentence so there is no room for misinterpretation. Got to tell who, what, where, when, and how, all in one sentence. So nobody can take offense, nobody can misinterpret, nobody can, yeah. Okay, let's turn over the archetype card and see where this is all going. Seeker, light attribute, thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. The shadow attribute, inability to commit to a path once found. This card is always about diversions. Diversions in spirituality and otherwise. You can get addicted to spirituality, to the path of seeking, that you never really arrive. So here we are arriving at wisdom and truth wherever you are. seeing it and just really embodying what you find in truth and wisdom and whatever that might look like, because you just don't know yet, right? But how are you going to become so grounded in all of that? Oh my goodness, talk about altruistic thinking. Aquarius, it's your time. This is the age of Aquarius. So having a moon in Aquarius is just such a big heart, big feeling, wanting to share with everyone, everything, that it can be really hard to really filter all of that through to where you're at this time, because you've got to begin with you. Okay, let's see what we get for Spirit in Nature. The 9 of Diamonds. So this is K2 energy. It is past life. It is a charitable card. It is you ready to release some old DNA baggage, that ancestral luggage, if you will. It's ready to go. It's something new, something different, some sort of information that is or has been believed up until this point, meaning that there is some family legacy that has always just been a given. Like maybe there's been a black sheep in the family. So every generation, there's got to be a black sheep. There's been alcohol addiction. So everybody fears that they've got that gene, or, and sometimes you do. However, even if you do, you're the one that is being asked to break that cycle, that you are ready to move on from that baggage, that luggage that is ready to be unpacked. And it's up to you to do it. That's what you are here for. It's ready, it's willing, it's wanting, and it's for you to do. The lovely thing about the 9 of Diamonds, this charitable card, it's also the Fool card in the major arcana. So it's you stepping off into this new version of you with a lightness of being, with a looking forward to it, just excited about it, ready to unload, and step off into this new version of who you are. And the other really lovely thing about this is that it's a truth seeker. Isn't that beautiful? Not only with wisdom, but with truth. Wherever you are, wherever you go, wherever you're stepping off into, it is time to follow that new star, that new version of you, knowing that you're here to express a different truth about things. It's so beautiful. And it's freely giving, so easy giving, that it's just you being able to have this value that you're going to be able to share. It's an abundance that you just overflow with, and it's ready to be shared. And that's you. I just love this. So, how are you going to put that into a complete sentence? You know, it's kind of like the old-fashioned idea of the elevator speech, where you have it down to a science as to how you tell someone what it is that you do, right? Your pitch. That's what you are being asked to perfect in your giving, in your lightness of being. Oh, that is just so much fun and freedom in this. Okay, let's see what you get for. Okay, wow, the Lenormand card is the key. You've got the key to do this. You've got the heart to do this. It is a charitable giving that you completely understand, this seeker card, that if you have been of that seeking a new path, a new way of being, whether that be spiritual or otherwise, now's the time. You're ready for it. Whatever's been holding you back, you're ready to release. The universe is ready to help you do that. So be sure to ask your guides for that guidance that you need or want, or don't even know you need and want. Just ask. That's what you are supposed to be doing. You've got the key. You know where you're headed. Isn't it interesting? They've both got the same stride. Very confident, very self-assured, stepping off into the unknown, but super okay with it. I love this. All right. Wow, that's like easy breezy. So I'm just going to hold for a second, see if there's anything else that comes through. Yeah, no, just that committing to this path is something that is going to take you for a while. This abundance of value that you're going to be sharing. The Nine of Diamonds is this charitable card that doesn't necessarily need to be money. It can be good cheer. It could be compliments. It can be holding a door open for someone. It can be volunteering, that kind of thing. But you're ready for this. It's almost like you have accumulated such a wealth of valued spiritual presence that it is now time to exercise that, give some of that away to other people. And of course, in that sense, you would definitely need a precise and collected sentence or paragraph as to how you want to present what you are willing and able to share. Okay, well, that makes sense. Okay, let's see what you get for the starseed. Gratitude. Universal love shines through the miracles of life all around you. Miracles of life. That's a beautiful message to be sharing. Yes, the miracles. We are living in a world of miracles. This is going to be an interesting year. I'm glad that you are doing your part. I love it. All right. Well, thank you and best of luck. Okay, Pisces Moon. What is Pisces Moon ready to receive and practice receiving over the next 2 weeks? And how can Pisces Moon best utilize the energies of Pisces at this time? grounded, spiritual, peaceful connections, altruistic thinking, heart-led communications, a very natural ease of shifting into a truer transformation of you to raise your vibrational aura. All right, Pisces moon, I consider you traditionally Jupiter led, but even if you like using Neptune, you're going to receive some downloads from Source. This is your new moon. It's all going to feel pretty surreal and magical. So be super aware and take all the time you can to contemplate your bigger ideals. It's a tall one coming for you. All right, let's see what we've got for the archetype cards. Gambler. Light attribute, willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you. Shadow attribute, relying on luck rather than hard work. So, following your intuition, even when others doubt you, such a hard thing to do, especially if you are at all unsure. Yes, the way the downloads come through, you can't always control them. You're not always aware of what's happening. So it could be very easy to second guess yourself and everything else that's coming through. And you're going to get some big ones. So ask for synchronicity. Ask for signs, ask your guides to help you maneuver through this. You need guidance and you need reassurance because there's something big that's coming through for you. And it's going to take some hard work, of course. And it might feel like you're getting lucky, and it might feel like it's not something that you can trust to follow through on. So you're going to want to really take care of yourself through this. You're going to want to try to stay as grounded as possible. Get enough sleep, drink enough water, because what's coming through for you is really going to be the tip of the iceberg. All right, let's see what we get here for the spirit and nature. We've got the 9 of Spades. The 9 of Spades is ultimately you taking care of you. And the reason why you're doing that is because there's some ancestral baggage, some DNA, real DNA that is ready to be cleared. And it's here for you to do. It's self-healing. It's you taking care, seeing your strengths and weaknesses it's like the Hermit card, okay? It is the Hermit card in the major arcana, and it's K2 energy. So check your chart as to where your South Node is and what house that's in, because it's going to be related to that. That is where you're going to find something that's ready to be released. This is what we in the card community call the Hermit card. It's because, like a yogi, okay, you're going to need to take some time, some special yogi meditation kind of whatever it is that you do, whether it's sitting on a cushion, going for a walk, taking a moment before you respond. This, I cannot express enough, it's coming through incredibly strong, is you time. You need to take some time for you. However you can get it, just go out and sit in the car, lock the doors, drive around the corner, sit in the park, do what you need to do to get that slice of quiet where you can hear you, your inner you, whatever is rumbling, whatever baggage you are ready to release. You've got the tools, they're right there in your pocket. You just need to see it, acknowledge it, make your peace with it, and understand that it is coming through intuitively. Others might be like, I've heard this before. No, we'll see. Fine. You're doing it anyway. This is you shedding crap. Done. Bye-bye. It's perfect. Nobody says it's going to be easy. However, what opposition that is out there naysaying, they don't get it. But this is something big or small. It's you, you're ready, you're taking it. You're going to follow that intuition. You're going to ask your guides to give it to you. Bring it in the measure that's right and you're ready for. Because this is a new beginning. Love it. All right, let's see what you get for the Lenormand card. You got the bear. This is really pretty sweet because this is you. Well, I'm going to read it first and then we'll talk about it. Brawny and bold. Here is the bear, your financial positions. You should be aware. Spend your resources with wisdom and care. Use your power to be strong and fair. They're not talking about money here. It says finances, yes, but what were they referring to? You valuing you. This is all about coming to terms with a clean slate and how absolutely valuable that is. It's out with the old and new, in with a new you. You that is comfortable and following your intuition. You're a Pisces moon. If anybody's intuitive, it's you. You and Cancer and Scorpio. I mean, come on. This is beautiful. You are ready for this. Is it going to be easy? No, you can see it's an uphill climb. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. That's all I can say. It's going to be worth it because you are going to come into this new ferocious spirit that is ready to just bloom from where you are. You're like this seed emerging from that winter snow and becoming something that is going to be so strong and wise and warm and like a bear. Just beautiful. All right. Let's see what you get for the starseed. Oh, okay. They're not done. They want you to know that this is karmic. It's you being super connected and super clear-sighted. All right, they really want you to be aware that this clearing out, the blindfold here, they want you to be able to take the blindfold off, even though intuitively you could close your eyes and sense an inner weighing of pros and cons through this. They're asking you that time that this blindfold represents, that being able to sit quietly, to hear you, your inner voice, your spirit voice. Okay. That's clear. You need to clear. You need to clear. Okay. And that's how you're going to hear it. Okay, alchemy. It's alchemy of life for you. Okay? All right. Okay, there's more. It's something to do with grief, that they want you to know that it is okay, that to clear a part of you needs to be grieved. Okay, that makes sense. Whatever it is that you are shifting out of, be sure to pay it respects and to fully feel that through. And if it's grief, it's okay. A part of you is dissolving and a new part is beginning. Such a spade thing. The spade suits are that renewing, that transitioning, the dying and the rebirth. So do take your time with that and allow that grief its natural path, like hibernation. That's nice. Okay, like a hibernation of the feelings is like the sluggish. So that's what you're going to be letting go of. So it's big. It's going to take a little time. Okay, so that was it. That is the contemplating your bigger ideals. You're letting go of a lot of baggage, of weight, of sleepiness, and you're going to be stepping into a new dawn, a new spring of you. Lovely. Wow, that is big, isn't it? It's going to feel really surreal and magical. So, like I said in the beginning, when it came through to take care of yourself, get the sleep, get the water, exercise, and take care of you. Nice. All right, here we go. Blue flame. Connect to the blue flame, which is the light of pure love within you. You're just going to get right down to that nitty gritty. All right, well, thank you and best of luck.